go to number 5. And, Chris, it's the New York Giants, who had a terrible finish to the season. They might have been the worst team in the entire league the last month and a half. And you're kind of going with a little bit of a curveball here. Who do you have the Giants taking?
Kenny Pickett, the quarterback out of Pittsburgh. And I know Ryan is going to disagree with me. I just feel like this quarterback class, although we all understand it's not a Trevor Lawrence draft class or a Kyler Murray draft class or a Joe Burrow draft class, that position always gets pushed up by the time we get to the draft on April 28th. And Kenny Pickett, being a New Jersey guy, just feels like someone that Joe Judge will gravitate toward. And if you're Joe Judge, after what's gone on in your first 2 seasons with the team, where a lot of people were really surprised that you weren't fired, you need to make it right at the quarterback position. Kenny Pickett, very experienced, but he had a breakout 2021. I could see him having a Joe Burrow type ascension into the top 5 for a team that desperately needs to prioritize quarterback with their first pick.
Chris, you're right. These quarterbacks always get pushed up. And is this too high for Kenny Pickett? It is for me. But I think if you're drafting Kenny Pickett there and you're asking him to be head coach, I'm actually okay with that because Joe Judge, I don't know what's happened to him, but he appears to be overtaken by aliens with some of the decisions he's made in recent weeks. That said, I'm not going quarterback here. I'm giving Daniel Jones one more chance. We'll see what happens with Joe Judge. He appears to be coming back. I have them taking Kyle Hamilton. They would have loved to have gotten one of the offensive linemen ahead in the mock draft, going just a few picks behind them. Instead, they go with arguably the best player, the best athlete. It's just a matter of making sure you don't ask him to do too much. We saw this in the past with Isaiah Simmons when he left Clemson for Arizona. He seemed lost for a little bit, but once he had a plan, he attacked that plan. And I think Kyle Hamilton is going to be an even better player. Help that defense and Patrick Graham, who's done a great job as defensive coordinator. They have another draft pick coming up soon, so they can address the offensive line if they want to. But right now, I haven't taken the best player on the board.
Giants coming up once again at number 7 because of that trade with the Bears last year for Justin Fields and that draft position. Pick again, their second pick in the top 7. And a few picks ago, Chris threw us a bit of a curveball and had the Giants picking Kenny Pickett, number 5. So, Chris, who do you have the Giants taking with the 7th overall pick?
Yeah, a lot of what Ryan just said applies here. I have them going with Ike Ekwonu, the offensive tackle from North Carolina State. Ryan and I are both big fans of his game. And I think if you're Joe Judge, that could help you win back the fan base a little bit. Drafting a quarterback and then getting another offensive lineman. He would probably have to play right tackle because Andrew Thomas, the first-round pick of a few years ago, has really come on strong and looks like someone that can be one of the better young left tackles in the NFL. But you need more than one good blocker, of course, with how many good pass rushers there are in today's NFL. Ekwonu is balanced. He's powerful. If you do need him to play guard, he can do that. But going quarterback and then offensive tackle, I think, makes the most sense in terms of positional value for a team in the Giants that has a lot of needs.
Yeah, we're in the same wavelength here, Chris. I have them going also along the offensive line. 2 picks ago, I had them taking Kyle Hamilton. They rolled the dice. They missed out on Charles Cross, who I had going with the very next pick. I have had mock drafts in the past where the Giants take 2 offensive linemen in the first round. I had 0 pushback on it from Giants fans. This time I have him taking Tyler Linderbaum out of Iowa, Hassel's guy there. Let's see, since 2010, 3 centers have gone as high as 18th, and that's as high as they have gone. I have him going, obviously, in the top 10. I think he's that good and that important to what not only the Giants need, but there are plenty of teams in the top 15 picks that could use Tyler Linderbaum. And if he doesn't go here, he will not be long waiting in the green room, virtual or otherwise, once the actual draft rolls around, to hear his name called. I think he's going to be that good of a player.
Now, he might have the highest floor of anybody, and that might be why teams are willing to take him that high in the draft in the top 10. Do
you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.